Alrighty, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are back in Stormworks. Alright, so I flew back. I flew back over here. I wanted to check on this rig. I just wanted to show how much, so while we were over there pumping, so I restarted this one, I went back to the hangar, I got the airplane, I flew to the other node, and then we drilled the other node. So in that time, I've been able to pump over 100,000 units of oil out of this one here. And it doesn't stop refining, right? It just steadily refines. And I've already got 12,000 units of jet fuel and diesel ready to go here. So once we get the third well tapped, like I say, you kind of have to, there needs to be a bit of a process, because if you just tap all 4 wells, and they start producing, it's going to fill up. And I mean, not like it's a waste, but you could become overwhelmed easily with the amount of fuel. If you only have a vehicle that can carry 10,000 units at a time, man, that's 10 trips just to drain it once, right? So, all right, I'll come back to the airplane. In this video here, we're going to tap the last well. Again, I don't know why this is still going. It should be slowing down. Yeah, like is it the wind that's spinning it? I don't even know. It's 0 RPS on the engine. So, maybe it's a glitch? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It's just, yeah. Stormworks, right? Oh, there it goes. Oh, there it goes. And it does have some damage to it, so I better repair it. There we go. So if I turn the clutch off, it didn't do nothing. Whatever. All right, let's get going here. Let's get going. Wait for it to start up here. Yeah. Got a little boost from that. All right, so we'll go this way here. Oh, am I gonna flying upside down here? Oh boy. There we go. There we go. All right, so we are flying to over there. Wow, I am way too high in the air for this little plane. Whoa. What do we got? 20 kilometers to go. All right, and we probably want to do it. We'll lose some altitude here. I'd like to be close to the ground if I can be. It was foggy. It was so foggy on the way over here. It's still pretty foggy. There we go. Yeah, I gotta finish up this airplane here. So after this, that'll be the next video. I'll finish up the airplane, and that'll be that. Now we're ready to get trainfuls Literally trainfuls of fuel. Literally trainfuls of fuel. Now I have to be careful because there's that satellite dish. Maybe it's over there. I almost hit it actually coming this way. I know it's over there. Okay, and I'm coming that way. All right. All right. Wow, it's quick. It went from 20 kilometers to 7 kilometers real fast. We'll stay low on this one. I'll stay low. There's another bridge over there. Righty. Oh, I got some tall mountains coming up here. I can just see the peaks of them. it's just gonna go black. I'm just gonna go black. There you have it. Flying at night in Stormworks. Without mods. We've got your 9 kilometers to go. Alrighty. Now we're gonna fly past that one there. We should be able to see it out on this side. I would hate to just suddenly crash. Oh, there's a road that comes up here. I'll have to explore some more of these roads too. That one's pretty neat. Just kind of goes up over the mountain for no reason. Oh, there's where we want to go. All right. Well, I'll start to turn this way. Oh, we got to come up and over this mountain. Shouldn't be a problem in this little plane. Hey, there's the oil rig right there. Look at that. Pumping oil. I could always go down and see, and just show that it's still pumping, but I don't need to. I'm all right with that. Cool. There it is. The green. So when one of those lights is red, it means it's full, either full of oil or full of diesel or full of jet fuel. So I'm actually happy that I can see it from the air. There we go. Now the fog is starting to lift, and we can start to see some distance here. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, that's so cool. All right, so now that I can see, I can start to make our descent over the lake. Or the bay. This is probably a bay, actually. I think this is ocean here. Let's see how far we have to drill on this one. I think it's right in front of us, actually. Yeah, there's the platform right there. Okay, so I'm going to turn the brakes on. Let's gain, let's lose. We're still quite high, 300 meters. Or that 900 feet? Yeah, we're still very high in the air. Or is that it? Over there. Oh, there it is down there. Okay, alright. Alright. Ooh, lightning. I would hate to get struck by lightning. Alright, coming in, coming in, coming in hot, coming in hot, coming in hot, coming in hot. Oh. Oh, I'm not touching anything. I'm just letting it land. I'm just letting it land. There we go. Cool. Oh, this thing is cool. I'm just trying to get that to stop. All right, well, we are here. Is the game already slowing down on me? No, look at that, 190 FPS. Look at that. This should be a good one until I plant the rig, right? Holy, it's just like a torrential, just a downpour. Okay, so we'll load this. This is on the workshop. Again, if you're interested in it and you want it, it's there. What does that bring us to? 500,000. All right. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is turn on the lights. And then, yeah, bring the swivel down. Oh, my frame rate dropped in half just from that. 200 to 100. Boom. It's better than 20. I'll take it. Anything's better than 20. Okay, so now what we're going to do, just like we did last time, we need to connect this thing. So we need to connect this one here to here. And then we need to connect, let's see, this is slurry. This is water in. This is water out, and this is slurry out. So we connect the slurry out to one of these winches here, and we can connect that there, and we can also connect the oil. If it'll let me jump with the hose, please. Oh, are you kidding me? Stupidest thing ever. You can't jump with a hose. There we go. Alright, that's going to go out, and then we need one more to connect the hose. There we go. Alright, then just give that a minute. Oh no, we want to connect that up to the dirty oil. Dirty oil first. That's right. You know, I wonder, yeah, that's the inside. The back one is the outside. So So we can run that through here. There we go. All right, clamp rod. Let's get this going. All right, then 4 and 5 are what move the pipe. And then W and S is the slider here. W and S allows the pipe to go up and down inside the slider. All right. Pipe number 1. Turn on the slurry pump. Oh, yeah. Drilling. Drill, baby, drill. Who knows? The first well was 40. The second well was 80. The third well was over 80. Maybe this one will be a shallow well again. I don't know if it will be. But maybe it will be. That'd be nice. Watch that come up. I love this. I really do. I really like I say, you know, getting to build something and then having it be functional in the game. You know, a lot of games let you build stuff, but you know, not a lot of games give you this, allow you to build and have this type of functionality with the things that you build. That's what I love about this game. That's what I love about it. All right, clamp rod. That one over there. I like to line it up. There, we're in line up before I. All right, so we clamp it, press the connect button, then we don't need to clamp it. This is just a push button. Doesn't have to be a toggle, doesn't have to be a flip switch. It just needs that signal. Boom, connect. Connects the pipes and away we go. So, I mean, this is good practice, right? What we're doing is we're practicing operating the rig so that way when we get out, when we build a ship and we're out in the sea, we've already run through the process 3 or 4 times. We're aware of it and we know where we need to go. All right. Still going. Pipe number 2. Yeah, we've got so much Oh, look, I was back to 180 FPS. Yeah. See, that's what I expect. That's what you know what I mean? Like, 5. Well, I should have put those numbers on up here. I suppose it doesn't really matter, but like we can't interact with the wellhead. You know what I mean? We can't. When you show up on site and you start building. They should have put a radio on there for us. I don't know. I mean, there's already infinite electricity at the oil rig, so what would be the difference, right? Put a battery there, maybe a cable connection, so when we build the rigs, we can have a cable connection on the underside here, right? Because this is all open in here, so you just build the cable connection and you can attach it to the well here. I'm actually probably going to suggest that later on Geometa there. Ways, instead of complaining, ways that they could try and improve the game for us. Help us out. And that way we don't, you know, that I can have a little dial in here or a screen, which gives us the well depth and all that sort of stuff. We don't have to be hopping out of our seat and running down and, you know, diving into the pit where the wellhead is just so we can figure out what's going on. My hope is we don't have to put in 8 or 9 pipes. We just have to put in 3 or 4 pipes or 5 and we strike oil. That would be so cool. Yeah, and each one of these containers is 25,000. So I think the 4 stacked, it's like 105,000 is what we can fit in one of those things. So when I set it up so that way it goes red at 100,000. So there's still a little bit of room in there, and then that way it doesn't totally jam up the system. What I should have done before I left that other rig was turn off the pump and give us a chance to refine what's in there without this getting full. But basically it's you know, both of these, it's 200,000 liters of oil to get 100,000 liters of jet fuel and 100,000 liters of diesel. You know, it's 2 to 1, right? Nice. It goes like butter. Now, this is our last easy well. Our last easy well. Let's see. We'll turn that on, and we'll turn that on. All right. There we go. Clamp it, connect it, unclamp it, swivel down, away we go. And we're drilling. Yeah, I don't know what else they can give us that is this interactive. Maybe if they work on the freight system a little bit. I know it's a search and rescue game, right? And these areas are supposed to be tools that allow us to have an easier time doing the search and rescue, which is the main part of the game. I totally get that, you know. But I mean, when you start playing around, it's like search and rescue it's just such a basic concept, you know, such a basic. The missions, they're very plain. And this sort of stuff, it enhances the game and it spices it up, right? It gives us, it breaks apart the mundane. And that's why I'd like to see, you know, give us a warehouse or something somewhere. I don't know. All right. I'll stay in here next time when we hit oil so I don't get covered in it. Yesterday we struck oil and I was down below and I came up here and I got covered in oil. So this time I'll stay in here. Now I'm pretty sure using this without this is fast. It's faster. Sorry, excuse me. Drinking coffee here. The generator, right? You see, using electricity, we're going a bit slow. It's still drilling. Like, don't get me wrong, but I think if you use the RPS, it does have more power. It will drill faster. Maybe just you can pass more RPS, right? Because our maximum RPS that we're able to pass is 2.3. Now, so I'll have to. We'll check. Next time we're going to be in the ocean doing this, so. Right? We got to save money for that to buy the locations. But I think they give us a couple, actually. I think they give us a couple. Oh, yes, we have this. And there's one location here. Oh, no, that's the oil rig, isn't it? Yeah, that's a data vendor. Oh, lighthouse is on fire. I don't actually see any ocean locations yet. Except for, like, and look at the proximity. That's where we sell diesel. And that is where the oil deposit. It doesn't get any better than that. I mean, it does not. That's a kilometer, maybe. That's the gravy run right there. $3 a unit. I mean, it's, yeah. And we're getting all that oil for free. And that means any oil that we bring in here, if I need money, I can just quickly sell it. That's why I chose this map. And then you have our property here, our export line for. Yeah, so this property, this is going to be our next property. This is the goal. And that's going to be the big one. It's $100,000 for the property. And it's $1 million to plant the rig. Plus, we're going to put the refinery on it, which is going to be, several. It's not just going to be one of these rigs. I'll probably have 2 or 3 of these. You know, it's going to have nuclear power and everything else. That's where we're going, right? That's sort of the... the base. All right, and as you can see, we got most of this from the first well, right? We drained the first well completely. We refined and sold as much as we could. Thankfully, I was able to get one decent load of jet fuel out of it before I squandered the rest of the oil, but you know. There. Two pipes down. Two pipes down. All right. Let's see. Turn that on. Turn that on. Swivel clamp. And the starter base is right there too, so this will be good to have fuel on this side of the island. And that way we can do rescue missions and whatever else that we need to do, right? Alright, whatever, that'll solve itself later, I'm sure. Another one bites the dust. 2 rods, 3 rods down. This is starter rod number 4. Yeah, like I'm getting requests, to play other games, and it's like I will, but you just can't find games that are this interactive anymore. Yeah. For example, building the map. That took 6 hours. That was huge. I don't know too many games that let you do that. Build the map and muck around like that with the Lua and making it scroll and all that. It's cool. It has a practical purpose, right? And you can add that to your other builds, and it's just really cool. The whole idea, everything. I absolutely love it. For all the trouble that it's given me, and all the complaints that I've made about it, it's a really fun game. And what this does is this gives us the fuel. So remember what I was saying about the fuel costs. Okay, for example, let's say we wanted to run our fishing boat now, right? We want to run our fishing boat. Well, my small fishing boat takes 40,000 liters of fuel just to take it out. I mean, that's half of my total capacity that I have saved right now. So when we look at the first rig, I got about 300,000 liters of oil out of it. So divide that in half, that's 150,000 liters of diesel. So I'd be able to do 3 trips, 3 full fishing trips. And I doubt I'd be able to, unless I stayed for a long time and made sure I filled the boat up. There's no way I'd be able to recoup that cost. So it's 80,000 in just fuel every time you take the ship out. It's not cheap, and that was my thing. Is like, so they've given us all this oil, and they've given us the ability to collect it and use it, but we still need a huge amount. We still need a mega amount, and that's why in the beginning, I still have complaints about us not having a permanent way to get fuel on this island, on this continent. Because once we run out of fuel, really, there isn't much point in staying here. We might as well go somewhere else, get a base and whatever. But maybe what I'll do is I'll sell what I have for jet fuel, the 100,000 that's in there, and then maybe I won't sell the rest. And that way we'll have these 2 rigs that we just planted, and then the other rig that I drained, which is probably, there's probably only 50% left in the well. I don't know. I got 100,000 out of it so far. There might be another 100,000 maybe. Right, so you do your 3 trips in your fishing boat. You spend almost 4, let's say 4, right? You exhaust your 100,000 in 150,000 diesel, and now you have to buy more. Let's say, right? You know, without this, then you have to buy and import more. I mean, that's 300,000 in fuel that you have to bring back. So yeah, the numbers are big. But again, it'll be interesting to see how far we could go with these big numbers. All right, let's get this up here. You know, I'm all for struggling. I'm all for playing the game and figuring it out and all that sort of stuff. What I don't like is when the developers kind of, either they make things far too challenging, or there's just too many bugs that it doesn't allow for fluid gameplay. That's for me is just a big no-no, you know. Like this game is challenging enough. Especially with the disasters. If you play on like the default disaster limit, which I did the very first time I played this game, I tried classic career on the default disaster. So every 15 minutes there was a wave. Oh man, I just I can't tell you how difficult. You can do it, but it makes the game so difficult, like hardcore. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna check the, see how far down we are. $32. Little village over there. All right. Looks nice in the day. Now I've got to think about where do we get the screenshot for this one. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. I just clamp it between rods. I know that sometimes the game has issues if you don't do that. It will in the ocean. It will in the ocean. I should probably save it too, actually. Instead of just relying on the autosave. Like I say, it can crash. I'm not too sure. I've had a lot of crashes drilling for oil. A lot of game crashes. For like just random stuff. Random game crashes. Bad functions, whatever. not even that. The code has a hiccup. Boom, game crashes. It's just the way it is. And I understand that. That's one of the hard things about developing a game like this is when you allow players to build their own vehicles, you're going to get unexpected results. And that means that each player is going to have their own unique game experience. So it's hard to cater to a community when every player has a unique experience and every player can run into unique challenges depending on their experiences. So I get all that. You know, it's not easy for sure. But we're going to have to do this all over again out at the end of next year when they're done putting in all their add-ons to the game this year, their major expansions. We'll have to come back and we'll have to do this all over again. So I'll have to rethink another strategy that's going to be different from this depending on what they give us. If they give us agriculture, maybe that could be a new playthrough. You know, we'll see. Let this go here. All right. I just had to have a check on the kitty there, make sure she's doing all right with the cold. First week of school, already sick. I think it's so silly that you don't send your kids to school when they have a runny nose. You know, that whole everything that we learned, right? The parents, I don't care how sick you are, you just go to school. It's so bad, right? Ooh, see, that's going fast. Look at how fast that's going. That is absolute butter right there. Look at that. Just perfect. All right. So now... we will do that. Let's set it back up. Yeah, now the dirty oil that goes in here, we don't forget about that. Oh look, I left the keypads on there. Right, we'll still refine it. I think at the very end is when I would probably pass that through. Like I say, it's going to have some slurry in it from the hole, but it's still there's still oil there that you can refine. It's funny, you know, if I remove the engine, I'll probably save like $10,000 on the cost of the rig. Nice. Yeah, so if you recall, I know they had said that we had uranium in the original game, and they had it turned off. And I was reading the patch notes a few months ago that they actually turned it back on. So now what I want to do is I want to get some uranium. And we're going to go all the way to the Arctic, and we're going to see if we can process the uranium in the Arctic facility that should now function. Nice. At least this one's in the day. I picked a good good time to drill this one. Maybe we'll strike oil during the day. Instead of in the middle of the night as it usually is in classic career. Yeah, frame rate is still holding up good. See, GPU utilization's at 55%. Wow, what is going on, Stormworks? What is going on? All right. Alrighty. Yeah, this should be all connected here. This is good to go. If you can take this engine, put it in a big boat. I think this is the size of the engines that I have in my small fishing ship. Yeah, it's just the 3 5x5s. They are so powerful. These 5x5s. Getting into the tough rock now. Rain. Wind. There's no heater in here. I'll have to put a heater in this one. Cool, so this is the last land-based well. Now we have an abundance of fuel. I was thinking maybe I'll reset up for gold now that I have free fuel. It doesn't pay nothing. La 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 la. And I think there's a rail line close here. Yeah, there's a rail line right there on that side. So I'm still debating on whether I should unlock diving. And then deep sea diving. I need 30 for that, but if I get that huge winch, it's going to save me a ton of time here. pipe ready. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. This will be pipe number 7. I must have got lucky on that first one. It was really shallow. Here, yeah, we're already at 50. I went the wrong way. Should have started here and gone the other way. It would have been would have been easier on the drilling. All right. Smooth operator. All right. All right. All right. I am going to do something like this for in the ocean. I'm going to have a better setup. I don't think I'll be swinging the pipes like I have been in the past. This is just so much calmer. It's hard to get this kind of setup on a ship. You know, we don't have the room. It's not as accommodating. The ship is really hard. Trying to go for oil in the ocean it's no small feat. All right, there we go. Yeah, and that means that if we're going to be refining, I'm going to have to be testing the reactor. Now, the good thing about the mobile nuclear reactor is it's mobile. So I was thinking about just turning it into a container that I could plant on a ship. And that way, I don't have to build one in the ship. I could just build it as an accessory for the ship. And that I really like. So I'm barely coming through this one. Ooh. All right. Yeah, many things we can do with that. Put it on a truck. Now, one of the missions I haven't seen are the new Shallows missions where you can recover. There's a sunken ship that you have to recover or something like that. I think is that. I'll have to look and see what the new Shallows, the missions they added there were. Oh, it's getting dark again already. No oil yet. Pipe number 7. All right. Check on something here while I'm going. Should actually see if the yeah, it's amazing. We don't use any. Once you have the filter set up, you don't use any slurry. It's awesome. It's so efficient. Like I've used 2,000 slurry. You might use 3,000 slurry to completely drill this hole. It's awesome. Nice. I'll check how deep it is once this gets down to here. Likely gonna need one more. See, I'll go check on this, see where we're at. $59. Not sure how the offshore rig is going to work. Oh, yes. I'll have to bring the mobile reactor out to it. That's how that's going to work. The mobile reactor will go out to it, and it'll just have like a spot where it'll sit. Oh, that's going to be so perfect. So I'll have to get uranium back to our base. And when we spawn the reactor in, that's the only way we're going to be able to load uranium into the reactor, and then so we can send it out. We'll have to export it from here. Shaking. It's having troubles. Alrighty, pipe number 8. Oh, did I miss it again? Oh, I'm having bad luck with that. This one over here. Yeah, I know I can pluck from this side too. I haven't done that yet, but I can pluck from that side as well. All right, here we go. Carry on. Wow, look at how much light the flashlight gives off. Like a huge spotlight. Yeah, pipe number 8. Pipe number 8. Oh, no, okay. I thought that was us hitting oil, but it's not. Oh, there we go. Oil. Yeah. The black stuff. There it is. Oh, it's coming through the windows. It's coming through the windows. Alrighty, well. All right, now I'll turn on the slurry pump. No, oil pump. And we'll get all that, we'll pump all that slurry out. Probably wait for a couple thousand liters or something. There's the moon. All right. Now, before I fill that up, I do want to disconnect these. So that way there's no slurry going into the... there's no chance of contamination. That's what we want to eliminate. No chance of contamination. And then I'll turn this on here. There we go. Alrighty, then I'll let this go to about 1,000, and then we'll turn on the refinery. And that's going to do it for this video. This is the last well. The last land-based well. Now we can gather up all the fuel and see what we have. See what we're looking at here. Now we're rich. Now we're rich. We've got plenty of money to do plenty of things. But we have to finish the research. I still need many research points. We still have all this to research and build and play. So, all right, that'll do it for that. We'll turn this on. This will start sucking in oil. Wait till I can see it. There it is. There it is. Oil. Beauty, beauty, beauty. All right, well, I'm going to save it here. That's going to do it for this video. In the next video... what are we going to do? I don't even know. We should look at nuclear power. We should look at that because that's a lot of fun. There's two ways to get it. You can get it deep underwater or you can get it from a cave on land. So we'll get it from the deep underwater and we'll get it from a cave on land. And then we'll look at processing the uranium. That'll be the next one. This is going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. You guys are awesome. And I will definitely see you in the next one. Have a good night. Bye-bye for now.